What's up, everyone? We're gonna be doing a recorded demo lesson for Poppyseed Cake this week. So really quickly, let me show you what we're working with today. We've got 1 cup of hot water, vanilla extract, oil, poppy seeds, vanilla artificial flavor, Jell-O, 4 eggs, and our Betty Crocker super moist cake mix. Now I've got my bundt pan and my oven is heating up to 350. All right, so now let me just go ahead. Could not be easier. You mix all the ingredients into one thing and you are set. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my oil and get my water in. I don't know why I grabbed my vanilla extract, but we don't need that. So let's go ahead and throw that away. I'm gonna crack my 4 eggs in next. Once they're in there, I'm just gonna beat them really quick. Okay, make sure you don't crack any shells in there. All right, I'm gonna quickly whisk this together. All right. If you want to whisk your eggs first, go for it. It doesn't really matter. All right, now I've got my packet of Jell-O pudding. Gonna take the whole thing and dump it in. The directions say 1 small package, and that is 5.1 ounces. Okay, here we go. Then I'm gonna get my box of super moist yellow cake mix. Just for some background on this is something my mom used to make for me for my birthday. It's the only kind of cake I used to like growing up, which is why I love to make it so much. Okay, let me get this all mixed in, and then I like to add my poppy seeds as well. Otherwise, you don't have poppy seed cake. We're just gonna get this until all the dry parts are mixed in. So I shouldn't see any more dry cake mix. Once I do have it all mixed in, I know I'm ready to rock and roll. So only takes a minute to get it all mixed in. Try to knock out some of these clumps if you can. Okay. That's your batter consistency. All right, next, slide this out of the way. This is a bundt pan. If you don't have a bundt pan, that's okay. You can use like a high-walled baking pan. It just won't have the same shape as mine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grease this. Again, you can use butter, you can use Pam, or any other kind of cooking spray you might have. Just want to make sure you get it everywhere so that the cake does not stick. That's like the worst thing you can have happen when you make it. Okay, getting it all over. And don't forget, if you're using the bundt pan, to do the center part too, because cake will touch it. Okay. I am well covered. Now, if you are using a bundt pan, you want to make sure that you are extra careful. Okay? Because you don't want to pour any of the batter in the hole right there. So as I'm going to put this in, I'm just going to slowly move it around the pan to make sure I'm getting it all even. Okay. 1 minute. It's actually easier with a rubber spatula because that will do a really good job of getting your batter out. Sometimes the whisk can be a little tricky. So I'm just gonna go ahead, continue carefully layering this. All right, you wanna get as much out as you can. No batter goes unwasted. Okay, now I'm just waiting for my oven to heat up. And once it does, this goes in. 350 degrees, 40 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna wipe this part because I don't want it being inside and I don't want it affecting anything. All right, so biggest takeaways from this. Make sure if you have a bundt pan and you're using it, do not get any in the circle there. That's wasted batter. Make sure you have a very well greased pan, whether you're using a bundt pan or a high weld baking pan. Doesn't matter. Make sure you've got that good butter or spray grease. Prevents it from sticking. Oven needs to be set to 350 degrees. Set your timer for 45 to 50 minutes and you are done. I'll be back with the finished product, obviously. So for now, this is all you need to do. In the 45 to 50 minutes while you're waiting, you're gonna go ahead and clean up and get as much of the lab planning sheet done as you possibly can. And then you get to smell as it bakes. And trust me, as easy as this is, it's 50 times more delicious. So enjoy, I'll be back. All right, so my oven just hit 350. I've got my poppy seed cake right here. Gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven. It doesn't really matter what shelf it's on, but I always like to go somewhere right in the middle. So we're gonna go right there. There we go. And we're just gonna slide this in 45 minutes to 50 minutes, that bad boy will be done. Check back soon. Bye. So now we're just gonna check to make sure it's done. Like I said, it's 45 to 50 minutes. I think mine's gonna need a little more time just by looking, but I'm gonna do my little test. Okay, it came out clean, but I'm gonna give it an extra 5 minutes just to be extra safe because that feels a little soft. But we're getting there. All right, so here we go. This was about 55 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna let it rest for 10 minutes and then I flip it out onto a plate. As you're releasing it, sometimes it's helpful to have a rubber spatula just to loosen up things so it slides out nice and easy because you don't want it to stick and then fall apart. So I'm just kind of giving it a quick run around the edges to make sure that it'll come out nice and easy. Let's actually see if we can get it out right now. I'm gonna set this down to the side. Sorry for the poor angle. Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab my plate and my gloves so I don't burn my hands. We're gonna try this, let's see. So my trick is always put the plate on whatever I'm flipping it from. And then just kind of go 1, 2, 3, flip. And if it doesn't come out, then you did something wrong. But as you can see, look at this beautiful poppy seed cake. Can't wait for you to all try it. Don't forget to let it rest and cool. Otherwise, all the steam will get released when you cut into it. Have a great day.